Hi, it's Cassandra Punita here, and this video comes to you from Dorset, where I'm back in at the moment. And I was wondering, have you been keeping track of Mercury Retrograde? Do you look out for it? And if you do you notice the dates? Do you make any adjustments in your life? Because if you do, you're not alone. Apparently in the last few years, the number of people posting and asking about it and taking heed, and it's in the news, it's sort of doubled in the last few years. And this is for businesses as well as for people in their personal lives. Like, it influences all of us. And so at the moment I want to give you a bit of a heads up because we're halfway through a Mercury cycle. It began on the 17th of September and it completes on the 9th of October, 3 p.m. GMT time, if you want to know exactly. However, you've got to give it a few days to settle down and sort of come back into the light afterwards, for things to ease down and for its influence to start to move away. Because it's not that it's going backwards, it just appears that it is at this time. And when it does, the influence is it affects us in everything that Mercury rules. So this is the planet Mercury. This is a bronze statue that I've brought from Italy as a copy of a very famous ancient Italian one. And he's the ruler of communication, he's the ruler of travel and medicine and connections, and he takes information to the in the ancient Greek myths, between the heavens and the underworld, between the gods, and he can move unscathed between both. And with us, he can move between our left and our right brain, our logical and our creative brain. And at this time, when it looks like it's going backwards, it's more like he's gone back into the dark side, into the unconscious side of those realms that we don't always look for. And this one is actually an easier one than others have been recently, and it's in the sign of Libra, which means it's about communication and connecting. And so it's a great opportunity to resolve any disputes you might have, business or personal, but take time with it and patience and really listen, because what you hear may not be what the other person hears or even says. So take your time with it, go slowly, go gently, but it's a great time to resolve. And it's also a time of romance, a time of connection. People from the past might turn up. So just be open for it. And of course, with Mercury Retrograde, you do all the things with So you go back and you complete jobs that you haven't completed. You take a rest, you might relax, you might renew something. It's a great time to declutter, redecorate your house. And in businesses, it's great for, with this one especially, it's for polling information, for talking to people, for finding out what they are wanting, and then you can do the background work at this time to design it. This is all the background stuff, and then you don't go and launch things, of course, until after it goes direct, after the 9th or a little while later. For me, I've been running retreats. I've been away for a few weeks running some retreats as part of my trip in Provence. And so it was a great opportunity, and I timed it for my clients so that they could go deeply into themselves. And now I'm back in Dorset. I'm cleaning up some things from the past, sorting out some office paperwork, and then I'm redesigning completely my website. So these are the sort of things that are fabulous at this time. It's also a time where you can go in and clear out the old stuff. It's like the old demons. It might be pain issues, and it might be emotional issues within you. And it's a time when you can go into it, clear it, and let it go really fast. So if you'd like some help with that, I'm actually in Barcelona as well this month. So I'll be there on the 12th and the 13th. Email me if you're interested in that, because there's only a couple of sessions available and it's not on my website. London, I've got 3 days available on the 14th, 15th and 16th. It'll be your last chance to see me in London before I go away to Bali in Australia, down south, for 3 months, and then I'll be back again in January. So if you'd like some help with some issue, pain, health, it can be health or mindset or emotional, come along and we can really shift something, because this is a time of really high energy when things can take off, and the less clutter we have at this time, the easier that can happen. And so look around your house, look around your office, look around your relationships, declutter it all, and let things really take off for you from the middle of October or later October, with this amazing energy being boosted by a couple of eclipses that we had in September. So interesting times, and there can be destiny times where things can really be amazing for you. So have fun with it all. I hope you really enjoy it and make the most of this. There's only 10 days left in 9 or less by the time this reaches you. To make the most of this time and really use everything. Don't see the problems, because you just have to double check things you double check your communications, you double check your transport, you back up your computer, you don't buy big expensive things. But that's just the stuff to be avoided. It's a bit like when you look out at the weather. If it's a sunny day, you mightn't take as much with you, and if it's raining, you take the umbrella. So looking at Mercury Retrograde is a bit like that. There's things that are optimum to do at this time, and there's things that, yeah, just leave them aside for a while and enjoy them again in a few weeks' time, or take them up in a few weeks' time. Make the most of the good stuff that's available for now, and then the rest of this month, the rest of October, can be incredible. Have a great month or a great week, and I'll talk to you again soon. Ciao.